Welcome to study of landing gear. Now we are continuing to do the assembly. So here we have the assembled landing gear. Now let us learn how to make this landing gear using the 5 different parts that we have already drawn. First you have to keep all the files, that is parts, part number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a single folder. Everything should be in one single folder, and then by seeing the drawing you can connect them together. Now let us start with the assembly. So go to File, New, ASM. This is normal ASM. Okay. Now here we have the table. These are the 5 names of the parts. First part is called as oleo cylinder, second oleo piston, third lower torque link, fourth one upper torque link, and fifth one is called pin. And these are the materials, and these are the quantities that are required for assembly. Now we have to name these parts accordingly. The first one should be named as oleo cylinder, and we have to apply the material as steel 4340M. How to do that? First you open the part 1 and then go to File, Properties, and in the summary, here you have to type oleo cylinder, then give OK, then go to Tools, Material Table, here you have to type the steel 4340M, then apply to model. So this is part number 1. Accordingly, you have to make the table like this. You have to open the second one, name it, apply the material. Like that for all the 5 you have to apply the name and material. Then you can close it. Now to begin with the assembly, we have the 5 parts here. These are part number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you click on this, a preview will be visible here. So start with part number 2. This you can take here. And for the part number 2, you have to add, or you have to connect part number 3. So how to connect this part number 3? You can see this side, that is this side, which you have the in the diagram. This is having 110, and here also you have in between the gap, between this gap, this part will come. This part will come in between these two, so that you can identify. So for that, I can rotate this according to my requirement. So I can just move this in whichever position I want. Just like this has to come here, so it has to be in the proper position. Maybe I can have it like this. Then just click and drag here. It will come in the same position, whichever you have mentioned here. Then assemble, and here you can have axial align. I want this circle or this cylinder to be axial with the coaxial with this one. Now if you see, they both are in the same line, but they are not on the same position. This has to move to this position. So for that I have move part. Okay. Then this is the move part, move, first option. Then you click on the part which you want to move. Then it will ask which axis. Then you have to give the Y axis. Then just move it slowly. It will just. And one more thing, you have to here, it should be detect collision, so that whenever there is a collision, it will detect. So carefully you have to keep it. If there is any collision, it will turn into red color. Okay, so two parts are connected. Next, continue to the part number 4. That is, you have connected the oleo piston and lower torque link. Next comes the upper torque link. So connecting the upper torque link on this, that is this one. Now you have here in the upper torque link the 106 side, that is the lower part in the 2D diagram. This is 106. This will come in between these two. In between these two, this part will come. So keep it according to your requirement. Maybe I can keep it like this. Like this. Then drag it. Then go for axial align. I want this axis to be coaxial with this one. And then you can zoom this area. Move part. Okay, first part means first option. This one I want to move with respect to y-axis. Just move it. Keep it in position. That's over. Next comes the part number 1, that is oleo cylinder. So keep it in the right position. You can go for diametric. Here, part number 1. So in this part number 1, this you have this part. This will be connected to this one. And the inside, whatever this, within this hole, this piston has to go. So keep it accordingly. Then drag this and keep it there. Little bit, you can keep it little above. So if you don't want this, you can delete it and then fit it again. Keep it in the proper position and then drag this, keep it here. Next, go to axial align. This with this one axially aligned. Then move part. Okay, I want to move this one with respect to z-axis and just move it. Now if you see, these two are not in line, this and this, so I have to rotate this part number 1. So again I can go for rotation and rotating with respect to z-axis. Just rotate it so that these two will be in line. Move part, rotation, second part option, rotating this one with respect to z-axis. Okay, it gets rotated later. Now go to assembly, axial align, align this axis with this one. Now it has moved again, it has come out, but these two got connected. Part number 1 and 4 got connected. You can again move it, move part, first option, linear movement, Z, move it downwards. So in whatever position you want, you can keep it properly. Once that is done, you have the pin, that is 5th one. This pin, you need to use 3 pins, 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 pins which you have to use. So use the first pin. You can just have a rotation. Then take the first pin, go to axial align, axis of this with the axis of this one. Then go to flash fit. This and this should be flash fit. So it has exactly fitted inside. Next, second pin, take one more here. Then go to axial align, axis of this with this. Then just move the part. Don't go for flash fit here because it is not exactly the same length. So go to move part, linear movement with respect to y. Just move it. Keep little gap so that both sides it will be equal. Okay. Similarly, the last one, take part number 5, assemble, axial align, then go for flash fit here. Flash fit with this and this. So that is the assembly that we have made. Click on diametric here. So it has made diametric view. Now we have to create a 2D drawing of this. So go to file, create drawing. Okay, first you have to save this. Save in the folder, same folder you can save. Landing gear .asm. Okay. Then go to file, create drawing, normal draft. Okay. Create draft quality drawing views. Next, front. If you go to custom, you can see how the first front view will be. This should be proper. Then close. Then click on this 1, 2, 3. Then finish. Click here. You'll get the images. Then go to page setup or sheet setup. A4. Remove show background. Save draft default. Okay. Then bring all these things inside this. Take this little up. Then fit it. Then this is the isometric view or diametric view. Right click, go to properties. Here in the view shading, check this and uncheck the third one. Then give OK. Then here update view. Here you can increase the scale to 0.75 so that you will get a better view. Then this is part list. Click this, click on this and finish. You'll get the part list. I don't want this document number. So right click here, properties, columns, document number, remove. Okay. So in this way, we have done the assembly. So this will be printed and it has to be kept in your sketchbook. So this is the end of solid edge landing gear design. Okay.